Darts is a sport full of emotions. One-on-one on the big stage and millimeters can make the difference between winning and losing. In the heat of the moment, many lose their nerve. Here are the biggest freakouts in darts. Many of the greatest darts legends have lost control on stage at least once, but some are more famous for it than others. Double world champion Adrian Lewis, for example, caused a stir when he simply left the stage at his first PDC World Championship in 2006 after a spat with Peter Manley. But even in the years that followed, Lewis was always someone who caused a furore. The whole thing culminated in a 3-month ban at the beginning of 2018 after Lewis got violent with Jose Justicia at a UK Open qualifier. However, Lewis is not the only player who regularly fails to control himself. Gerwyn Price in particular provokes his opponents time and again with his behavior. He has repeatedly clashed with many of the big names in matches on stage. He was repeatedly fined heavily for his behavior. This was also the case after his memorable performance at the Grand Slam of Darts against Gary Anderson. The legends of the sport didn't always show their best side either. Phil Taylor, for example, was also known to react emotionally on stage. The handshake between Taylor and Van Barneveld after the 2013 World Championship semifinal is unforgettable. Michael van Gerwen, who dominated the darts world for many years, also repeatedly clashes with his opponents due to his extroverted nature. Sometimes they complain about his loud shouting. Other times about him standing too close to his opponent's back when he throws. For example, most recently in the semi-final of the 2023 World Championship against Dimitri Van den Bergh, the Belgian kept interrupting his throw because Van Gerwen was standing too close to him. Even darts prodigy Luke Littler has had various incidents in his short career. At the JDC World Championship Finals, he was upset after his opponent stepped over the line on a throw. After Littler complained, the points were retroactively deducted. In March of this year, he clashed with the German Ricardo Pietreczko after the game. Pietreczko felt provoked by Littler's, in his view, arrogant behavior. After a brief exchange of words on stage, Littler's facial expressions clearly showed what he thought of the German's accusations. But not every darts player turns his displeasure against his opponent. Some blame the darts board and vent their anger with a headbutt. Others strike directly with their fist, as Colin Lloyd once did at the 2011 World Darts Championship. But it's not just the board that sometimes takes a beating. Arrows are also thrown away or broken out of anger. For many fans, these little frictions are what make the sport so appealing, because it's not always serious. Misunderstandings or unusual moments often lead to great scenes and lots of laughter on stage. One particularly entertaining moment is certainly the match between Northern Ireland and Germany at the World Cup of Darts 2017. After Max Hopp imitates Brendan Dolan's typical helicopter gesture, he receives the receipt for his provocation shortly afterwards. In general, almost every well-known darts player has been involved in an incident on stage. This shows the enormous pressure the professionals are under and how difficult it is to keep their focus and switch off their emotions at all times.